What is going on, y'all? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see each and every one of you. Thank you for being here on a Tuesday night. And there's Miss Ellie. And we got a lot to talk about tonight. We've got a lot of things that we did in the past few weeks. And, you know, we're just excited to share everything with everybody because we've been having fun.
Yeah.
And not on a cruise ship. We've just been having fun. Been having a good time. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here.
Huh?
You took a breath like you were going to say something.
No.
No?
No, that must have been Ellie. I didn't say.
Was it you? Did you want to say something?
I wanted to say hello.
Can you tell us?
Say hey.
Tell us. Say hey. Tell us. Do you want to tell us? No.
You want to say hey to everybody?
Tell us. No. I had a long weekend. Oh, there she was about to. Just say hey. You want to say hey? All right. No. She ain't in the mood. All right, guys. So welcome everybody. We've got the Bone Tired Travelers. Welcome in, Dwayne and Denise. Good to see you guys. We've got the mod of all moderators, the goat of all moderators, Miss Meg and C's in the house. She says she's cooking, but listening in. We appreciate that. Bill from Warmstrong Adventures in the house. Ross from the Orange Cone blog. Grandma Sandra, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We've got Magnificent Germany with Darian, and the Helen meetup is upon Minnie in the chat, but not us, and we'll get to that later. Michael Anspold Mama in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Ross says that Coco the Wonder Dog says hi. Coco said, hey, you want to say hey to Coco? You want to say hey to Coco?
Where is Coco?
Tell her. Tell Coco. But yeah, welcome in. We appreciate all you guys being in here. And as always, the chat will begin to get cranked up the later we go, because we do start a little early because we enjoy our evenings together. So we decided to move to a little bit earlier during the week.
Yeah.
Because my job has gotten a little more, I have to actually physically go into the office now.
We have to go to bed at a normal time. Yeah. Well, I mean, by what?
Grown-up folks' time.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to get up and drive to work. It's so tough.
Yeah. So real quick before we get going, the way we do super chats is that if you feel so inclined, and we do appreciate it because it costs a little bit of money to do this kind of stuff, and everything that we make does go back into the channel and goes out to you folks in the form of super chat shopping sprees. So you know, we like to one item shopping spree. So for each $1 super chat, one ticket does get entered into the merch giveaway. Fortunately tonight we don't have any alcoholic beverages, so you won't be able to see us do shots and the like, but you can still give $1 to enter into Rose for the super chat giveaway after we hit 100 entries into her. Yeah, there we go. Get that little bit out of the way. But right now we have 65 to go until we reach that mark where we'll do the drawing. We have Meg with 5 entries. We have Carnival Cruise Addicts with 5. Danny D, the spectacular supporter, with 5. Cruising Scene has 5, and Rob from Cruising on the High Seas
and Travel.
He has 15.
I was ready that time.
Keep it ready. We have a Facebook user saying hi, Josh and Chastity. Unfortunately, that's StreamYard. It just comes through as Facebook user. So if you want to identify yourself, you can. But otherwise, we would like to say hi, welcome in, and welcome to the Moonlight Mafia.
I like it better when we could hear.
Yeah, but the microphones didn't like it as much. I mean, we can put the headphones in.
No.
Okay. Then
I'll just trust you.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So without further ado, we got stuff to talk about. Oh, hang on. We have a super chat. So 5 entries into rows for Ross and the Orange Cone vlog. And because of that, Ross, you get this. So thank you. And if you're not subscribed to Ross over at the Orange Cone vlog, please go over and subscribe. Hey, Chet. So that's Chet from Sea Lake Journeys. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Good to have you. Danny D's in the house now. We've got Miss Najuma Brown. Welcome in. Good to okay, I got you. So he dropped the $5 in for Miss Ellie.
Oh.
She's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. We got Rayleigh Creative Travel in the house. Welcome in, Blaine. He is always glamping, full-time RV living in the 45-foot rig. Good to see you, Blaine. Good to have Mallory in as well. Thank you guys for being here. And we've got bad news for you this week, Blaine. I apologize. I'm very sorry, but we are not going to Helen. Tune in next week to find out why. But yeah, we are not gonna. We're disappointed, but we're excited for the reason why we're not going. Helping a family member out is the short of it. But I mean, not helping, but you know.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, kind of
in a travel agent kind of way, helping them out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will not be in Helen, even though we were looking forward to it, and really looking forward to meeting Blaine, meeting everyone, including Darian, and you know, folks that we've already met, and you know, you just name it. We were really looking forward to it. All right, so our week last week. So did we talk about our movie date?
Yes.
We did talk about our movie date. So, you know, we're lagging a little bit. We said we were going to get those videos out every Sunday, but we had something kind of big.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had something kind of big going on.
We didn't worry about anything. No videos, no phone, no TV, nothing all weekend.
We didn't watch TV. Antoinette. Good to see you, Antoinette. Yeah, we never turned the TV on. We very rarely pick the phones up. And so we'll just give you a little shot of where we were at. So this was a place called the Four Phillies Lodge in Peterstown, West Virginia. And so this is the bridge going across Rich Creek, which was just amazing. There is the glamping glow pod right behind us there in the picture. And I didn't have time to upload all the photos that I wanted to upload. But if you see the transparent roof on those, they had like this starlight deal that went in there. So it looked like stars on the roof and these laser lights and everything. And it was just really cool. Slides coming off the porch, swing underneath. I mean, it was awesome. So
yeah, so one room is a bed only. Mm-hmm. The other room is a bed only. And then a small, like the one in the back is just a small kitchen. No running water. No bathroom. You had to walk. There's a bathhouse that we could walk to with a shower and everything, but
you were
not inside our,
So when they said bathhouse, I immediately thought like
barracks.
What we had in Afghanistan or something, you know. But no, you get assigned. I'm trying to get this good here.
We didn't even take pictures of
the bathhouse.
Yeah,
but you would get assigned a number. So you know our number was 7 or 8. Sorry, guys. There we go. 8 was our bathhouse number, and you know you have your own toilet, sink, and shower there, and it was really nice. Also a kitchenette area. So you know, in our lifetimes, we've done enough camping. So this is all the fun of camping, getting to do all the things, fishing,
Yeah.
foraging, building fires and all that. But you sleep in a nice bed at the end of the night, and you have warmth and you have heat, those good things, and you cook a nice meal. However, we did cook our meals over open fire every night.
Yeah. We camp all day.
Yeah.
And then got in a bed.
That's right.
And we showered and got in a nice warm bed all night. Then we camped the next day.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go back through the chat here. So we did ask, you folks to participate in the poll, which I'm not going to go to the poll just yet, but what's that? I still have more pictures.
Oh.
Yeah. But also to comment. So just going to look here that we went through a couple of these. Let's see. Bone Tired says they're not going to be able to make it to Helen because they have 2 baby showers. Wow. Yeah, we got a new grandbaby on the way too, and we're super excited. Finally got to see a 4D ultrasound of the little feller, and he is a copy paste of Landon, it looks like.
Yeah.
Ross says he just got back Saturday from Vegas after being there for a work conference. All right, let's see. All right, so Ross says they don't do the glamping. They do camp with accessories, tent, stove, coffee pot, cooking over campfire, and Dutch ovens. And we cooked we cooked only with Dutch ovens. We love a good Dutch oven meal. And what kind of meals did we have on Dutch ovens, babe?
We had chicken pot pie. Then we had it the next day for lunch too. And the second day, we planned on cooking some chicken meal, but we went fishing and we caught some trout. So we had trout and potatoes and carrots.
Yeah,
we just had to turn like our meal that we were going to have, like we had to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we sauteed the carrots and then we took the Dutch oven, the lid off the Dutch oven, and put some bacon in there, crisped it up, took the bacon out, left the grease in, fried the potatoes, and then added cheese on top of it, closed the lid, brought it in, and then loaded it down like a loaded baked potato.
Yeah.
And pan fried the trout on the half shell. And Chas was like, I don't know. She, in her mind, was hesitant about.
I just don't like fish unless it's like Captain D's fish. I like that, but that's it. But it was good. It was actually really good.
Busby in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We've got Captain Billy J. He says, ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Josh, who wants to glamp with my feet and the beautiful Chastity. Captain is here. Ross says he did some beer braised pork ribs this Saturday night with onions and campfire baked potatoes with a strawberry shortcake, all cooked on the fire. That's awesome. Yeah, we've definitely, so we've already talked about expanding the outdoor kitchen area and putting a fire ring out there so we can do more Dutch oven cooking. I've made like shepherd's pie in the house on the Dutch oven, not over the fire, but over the fire just tastes different. It just hits different.
Yeah.
It smacks, as the kids say.
Yeah.
It smacks. There's Chastity's fish. So speaking of the trout, look at that bad boy. So we caught 5 trout. And so, well, let's first start with how the mornings woke up to snow. And what did we do first?
Well, Josh wanted to cold plunge. So he goes out in this creek in the snow and got in there in his underwear, not naked. But
not all the way naked.
He wanted to, but like, no, there's other people around. So in his underwear.
We went back and we checked the temp. And now we don't know exactly what the temperature was in the water that day. We just know what the average is for Rich Creek. So it was below freezing all day. outdoor ambient
Well, it was
temperature.
22. I don't know what
Yeah.
the water was, but the temperature was 22 at that time.
By what I read, the water was somewhere between 20 degrees and 35 degrees. I can tell you it felt like it was 10. It was like needles. So, here I am. We've been doing this cold plunge thing. We did the cold plunge thing for Helping Hands.
He does it every
somewhat
morning.
trained. I do it every morning. I was not prepared for this. This was something different. This was very different. And it took a little while to get thawed out.
And it's a good thing we had our bed because we had to go back and lay in the bed and let you warm up.
But this is Rich Creek behind Chastity here. Hey, Controversial. Good to see you, Scott. And so Chastity never caught a trout in her life. And we fished all morning, and we went down this stream. We went all the way to the end, and we fished upstream. We got tired of that. We went and we had lunch, and we went out to this little pond that was supposedly supposed to be stocked. Didn't catch anything. So at that point, I'm kind of like, I don't know if we're going to catch anything or not, but we saw this little patch of, water there that was calm. And I was like, we need to go fish that before we give up. So we go out there, and within 5-10 minutes, I've caught one.
We fished all morning, like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a bite. But then we caught these 5 in 20 minutes.
Yep. And they were all.
And we could have caught several more, but we knew with it. We wouldn't need that many.
I don't know if no, I didn't put a picture of mine in. So Chastity had the biggest one. This was it. This was the biggest one.
Look how mean it looks.
There were 4 this size. Yeah, it's a rainbow busby. We caught 4 that were around this size and one that was a little bit smaller. And we cooked the biggest and the smallest because they unfortunately swallowed the hook. But the other ones we were able to let go. But yeah, I mean, just amazing. And driving up, I was telling Chas, I was like, and I was pointing out some of the streams up when you start getting in the mountains in West Virginia because it's just amazing and beautiful. And she's like, "There's no big fish in there." I was like, "Yes, there is. Just wait." So it was awesome. I mean, I expected that we might catch 1 or 2, but for as cold as it was, I wasn't expecting to have a great day. It was just like, just for fun.
Well, yeah. And then we read in the little paper that they left, during the cold, it's going to be slow. You probably won't catch anything. Like, okay, it's freezing cold. There's snow on the ground.
Yep.
We're going to waste our time, but we didn't.
We got them. We got it done. So Kurt says he used to swim in that creek when he was a boy. And yeah, we were in Kurt's stomping grounds. Yep. And so we started to text you and find out where Norma E lives and drop in on her, but I probably was scared the crap out of her. Kurt says that his dad needs to know where we caught him. He trout fishes here always. So this was off Clyde Rule Road or Clyde Rule Street.
Yeah.
Clyde Rule. But yeah, it's 4 Lilies Lodge or 4 Phillies Lodge is the name of the place. But yeah, just off of Clyde Rule Street. So they have our little glamping pod was not the only one. There was a storybook cottage. They had gypsy trailers that you could sleep in. They had tree houses. Some of them were plum, some of them weren't. There was a bait house. There was a grist mill.
No, there was no bait house. The bait house was at a cabin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that you could stay in. Yeah.
We went and tried to open the door, and we were even trying to use the code to get into the cabin that said laundry room and bait house and like all these things on it. And a guy comes out and he's like, "Can I help you?" He's like, "Yeah, we're just trying to get into the laundry room." And he's like, "Why?" And we're like, "Well, we're staying down here." And he's like, "Yeah, but we're staying here. This is I don't think we're sharing it. This is our cabin." Like, "Oh, these are just decorations on the side." Like,
and that one was really cool. It was like, it looked like a bait house and a laundry shop.
Yeah,
like a little small kind of, it was probably only 10 foot wide and maybe 20 feet long, but it was like a bunkhouse. We went back and looked into it, and pretty cool spot.
Yeah.
So Danny D wants to know, was there more shrinkage? Yes, there was. Chastity can confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Busby. It's a lot like Gatlinburg, but more quiet. And we'll talk a little bit more about our drive. And just I was just blown away. Also saddened a little bit. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a second. Just the area itself. And Kurt's very well aware of what I'm going to talk about. So there is the glamping pods a little closer up, and dog friendly. So the dogs loved it. They ran around. Well, she loved it, and
Leia loved it the first night. But then when we woke up and we're doing it again, she's like, "No,
I'm out.
I'm not doing this 2 days."
Yeah, we would be like, "Well, where's Leia?" And Leia would be.
Well, right there where she's at right now.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, I'm ready to get back in the house now.
At the door begging to get back in.
So Kurt says he only lived in Peterstown area for the last 2 years of high school. His old girlfriend's house is the last house right before you got to your cabin. Oh, really? We were talking about that house. We were wondering about how much they appreciated the traffic coming in.
The blue? Like that blue house?
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. It was really, really beautiful out there. And then there, for Ross, a little bit of cast iron cooking. I had a video I wanted to share, but I couldn't get it to upload on StreamYard. But just an awesome time. If you want to go camping / glamping, and you want to make sure, if you want to go and know that you're not going to screw up in some way, like they had bundles of wood there available for $5 a bundle, which was cheaper than you could get it at the store unless you brought it your own. Oh, okay. So Kurt said Clyde Rule was her pawpaw.
Oh,
that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Well, that's interesting, Kurt. So could that Rule family be part of the ones who own that whole land there? That piece of land was amazing. I mean, it was, you probably for 290 degrees around us, water. And you're down in this valley and it's just beautiful. And actually driving into there, you wouldn't expect this to be back there because it's kind of in not, I wouldn't call it the suburbs by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a populated area. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
And you pop out, turn right, and you're back there in the holler. And Busby, it did have electricity, but spectacular. I mean, I don't know how many times I said, I love this piece of land. I love this piece of land. But yeah, we got active. I mean, we were probably 12 hours on Saturday on our feet, splitting wood, making fire, fishing.
Yeah. We stayed up late on Friday, and then we got up really early too.
But I mean, time stops. Time stops. That's one thing we talked about. As we were sitting there, and we just kind of looked at each other on Saturday night, and with fire rolling and stuff cooking, and she bought me a journal for Valentine's Day. I was writing in the journal, and we were charting out some goals and stuff for the coming year and bucket list stuff. And she's like, we hadn't watched any TV, we really hadn't been on our phone. And, it's just like everything disappears when you're out there. Bills don't matter. Money don't matter. Nothing matters. YouTube doesn't matter. So
we didn't get on anything. We didn't get on the internet at all.
No.
We got on our phones to listen to music and to take pictures. That's it. And to send our streaks for Snapchat.
Snapchat. Did pour over coffee every morning.
Yeah.
And she fell in love with the pour over coffee.
When you make it. I'm not going to take all that time at home and do that. But
yeah. Carnival Cruise Addicts in the house. Welcome in. Sorry, man. Kurt's asking about cheese and more.
I guess it was closed. Well, I mean, I did see the store. No, we didn't go to it, but I did see it. And it was closed. There was nobody there, so I didn't know.
Yeah, Kurt probably knows exactly what we're talking about. So we left and we
Yeah, they said they go.
We went up this little mountain place, and then we passed through that town you're talking about, Gap Mills, West Virginia.
Yeah.
And we went up Peters Mountain.
Well, that's what he said, that they go to Cheese and More store and the Swinging Bridge.
Swinging Bridge. That place was cool. Paint Rock, Virginia.
Yeah, once a year.
Paint Bank.
Paint
Bank, Virginia. Just that beautiful up in the mountains. Yeah.
So good.
And it's such a cool little spot because I get the feeling that whole area is the economy is all based on the Appalachian Trail. So it was a kind of a mixed bag of people that were in the restaurant, like people like us that probably came out of the mountains from either camping or hiking, and then people there for
I was
their
wondering
weekend meal.
That. Like, are all these people local?
Yeah.
And I would like to know more about the Lemon Hotel.
The Lemon Hotel.
Lemon Hotel right there.
Yeah.
That looked cool.
Yeah, the Lemon Hotel. There was
something else right there too.
There was a depot lodge, so it was like a train depot, and it had a lot of like Airbnb type lodges in there. But yeah, and then there was a glamping area. So, and we looked it up, and they have these like big teepees and tents and stuff that you can stay in there, and it's real close to some of the trailheads.
Oh, it was like yurts.
Yeah, they were yurts. Yeah. No, we didn't see any bears, Busby. I did see some really big deer. We saw a ton of deer, heavy deer. And Kurt was asking, he said, it'd be a great area it would be a great area to open a bar. I agree with you, Kurt, on the bar. I think he's being a little tongue in cheek and throwing some innuendos out there. Marcia loves it when he takes her out to Peters Mountain. Welcome in, Bruce. Good to see you. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. We speaking of Bruce and Ocean, he comes on at 9 today. Of course, Coach Cruz comes on right after us, but we always throw the reversion link in at the end of this, so you can just hop right on over to Ocean. And we've got a little bit of announcements about upcoming cruises with Bruce and them. We came up with some new words. So have you ever looked at your wife and been like, "You're so pretty"?
He said it, and I was like, "Thank you." And he said, "What did I just say?" He's like, "I was trying to say pretty and beautiful."
Yeah.
And I still don't know where pretty.
I have no idea. I was so tired.
Pretty and beautiful. Yeah, I guess it was.
I was smoked. I mean, we got up Sunday morning, and Chastity's like, "I wish we had another day." And I was like, "Yeah, me too." But we definitely would have to do something different. We would have had to change it up because I was wore slap out.
Well, it was a lot harder for you than it was for me because I just sat by the fire and propped my feet up and held Ellie, stayed warm, and he's over there chopping wood and cooking and slicing and just working. And he's pouring sweat and I'm freezing.
Yeah, and I don't know if you get my nose is so like my face got chapped and windburn, my nose got chapped and windburn.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm wore out." Like, really? I'm fine. Well, yeah. You worked a lot harder than me.
We definitely want to go back, and as we were driving out and like say driving through Peters Mountain and everything, so we grew up in Appalachia, but toward the Smoky Mountain side and Fort Mountain and the mountains of Georgia. So this was different, and the rolling hills and all that kind of stuff was just really beautiful. West Virginia has these almost heaven swings that are at all their different state parks, and we really want to get out there and see some of these. They're just really large swings over these pretty little areas. We also want to go to McAfee Knob, which is the most photographed spot on the Appalachian Trail, and I think that's outside of Roanoke.
Yeah,
like between Lynchburg and Roanoke. Yeah, McAfee Knob.
Yeah.
So if you've seen pictures of folks, the the Instagrammable moment for the AT where they get out on the edge of the ledge. CME says we need to visit Hinton. So, you guys, this is like a midway point for us. So, we were thinking the whole time, like, it'd be great for us to meet up out there. It'd be a great meetup place, period.
Because we could have all stayed there, because that other room, we opened it up to go into it just to see what it looked like, but we never went in there. But there's a king size bed, and
what did we pay? $120 a night?
I don't remember.
It wasn't expensive.
Something
for what we got. It was not expensive at all. Kurt says they love Sweet Springs. If they moved there, if we moved there, I'd like that area. Short drive to Covington, Salem, Virginia, or Lewisburg to work for Marcia. Nothing close by there. But it is amazing. She can tell there's a lot of farming and stuff that goes on out there. But I was kind of struck, and we've been of all things to be listening to and watching, we've kind of got hooked on Jelly Roll. And I don't know if you know who that artist is. He's kind of like a country rock and rap kind of guy, but grew up in Antioch, Tennessee, in Nashville. So, in the area that we lived in for 18 years. And we saw some of the damage, there from drugs and stuff like that. So, he has a very strong story about the South and the opioid crisis and all that. And he puts his money where his mouth is. He goes and helps at-risk youth and does it on it. So he's just not throwing money. He goes and does it. And just really kind of blown away by him and his wife and everybody that supports him. But it struck me as we're driving through West Virginia and how beautiful it is. West Virginia is the opioid crisis epicenter of the country right now. And, those people in Appalachia, especially in that part of Appalachia, powered this country for so many years. And, part of the reason that they're hooked on some of these pain pills and stuff is because of all that work they've done in the mines. And it's just, you just feel like, the country almost owes that part of the country something to get them out of this mess. But, you just look around at the beauty and then you go, there are people here that are struggling just like in the inner city, and you just don't realize it because it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Kurt says pills have torn the area apart.
He's asking if we went to the Lookout.
Yeah.
But is that the one? Did we stop at? There was a pull off.
Yeah.
That was kind of back.
There was a couple. Stop. We stopped at a couple of places.
But I think that one that you said, that's probably the Lookout.
Yeah.
We didn't stop at that one because there
was somebody down there
and stuff down through there.
But we did go. So there's a road there that goes out. I think it's called Peters Mountain Road. It's part of the Jefferson State Forest. So we rode out through there for a little while and let Phasma the Jeep think she was a real Jeep. We
did take the Jeep onto a dirt road.
She got her feet dirty.
That was her first time.
Yeah, Busby says, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, she thinks it's four-wheeling, but it's just dirt road.
He's talking about Jelly Rolls. I Need a Favor. So he wrote this song, She, and if you look or if you listen to this song, he's singing about
Leia,
a person that has an addiction, and turns out he just through his creative process, it was about his mother, he said, but amazing song.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't go to that.
It was freezing cold.
Yeah, it was. I think it was
20. I said like 21, I think, but it was so windy and freezing cold. Yeah,
it took all we could just to climb up to this little perch and take a picture, and it was like, all right, we gone.
No, but we'll definitely do that next time when it's not so cold.
Yeah. I was really just, I don't know if it's just from not being in the mountains for so long, because it's been a while since I've been in the mountains. I mean, we've drove through the mountains, but to actually spend time, but really, really awesome. Welcome in, Paul. Good to see you. The cowboy, the sexy one, Paul Sexy Vines, in the house. The most over Paul on the face of the planet. So let's get to the business of not going to Helen. So Next week we'll tell you exactly what we're doing, but what we'll say for tonight is that we my sister-in-law, Chastity's sister, recently married and looking for a honeymoon, and so we booked them a honeymoon, and they wanted us to go with them. So it is the same week as the Helen meetup, and so that's what we're going to do. And love you guys immensely, and hate that we're missing this, but given that opportunity, we're going to take it to spend with family that we don't get to see very often. So
yeah,
it's going to be awesome to have some fellowship with her and her new husband, who we hadn't got to spend a whole lot of time with yet. So he's an Alabama fan, Blaine, so one of us may have to go off the side of the ship. I don't know. Oh, I gave up a little bit.
Yeah.
So now you know what we're doing. Yeah.
Well, you still don't know.
Yeah. Roxanne's in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. And she is the recipient of the next Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise. Put a lime in it with Amy, and couldn't be more excited for her. Okay, so the Lookout is where the Appalachian Trail and the Allegheny Trail run along together. That's really cool. So the guy I worked with today was showing me a place that we need to go. It's called Massanutten, and it's he gave me that look. Massanutten is like it makes like a horseshoe, and there's ski resorts and stuff in there, but it's kind of near Harrisonburg, and we want to go check. We got to go check that place
Easy
out.
for you to say.
Yeah, I'm avoiding you, Billy. That's for sure. But not because I'm scared of you. It's I'm afraid of what
Boy.
I don't know. What am I afraid of? I'm afraid of him collecting on borrowed feet pics. I don't know. He gave me a loan on some feet pics.
You're afraid you're going to fall in love with his feet? No.
I'm already in love with Billy, so it is what it is. I got a man crush on Billy. Shane Nordren in the house, King of Blue Drinks. Welcome in. And Shane, we have your mug out for you. Shane, he won the drawing 2 drawings ago, and he got back with me last week. So we've got a black Moonlight Adventures coffee mug going out to Shane Nordren, and congratulations. Let's see, what do we got now? We got another.
Oh yeah, we're going to Causey's again. We're going to see
surprise
Mr. Showtime, David Scott. I've never heard of him, but he must be good because both shows are sold out.
Yeah,
and we've never seen a sold out show from there, so he must be good.
He looks funny.
I didn't even see what he looked like.
He looks like a wild and crazy guy.
Well, I think he's more than. I think he might do something like some kind of.
Yeah, he's definitely. He looks like he's probably a different act than what we've been.
Yeah, not just comedy. He does something else. I don't know what, but.
But she's really. I mean, like when you get in this area, and hopefully, if some of you guys go on Sunshine in the Naughty Moonlight with us, we'll be able to take you to Causey's. That's definitely got to be something that's on the list of things to do. But
we'll fill that whole room up.
Speak of that, there you go. Have you joined the Sunshine in the Naughty Moonlight Group Cruise Facebook community? If you have not, there it is. But yeah, so Lorraine is the owner of Causey's, and she is a fantastic lady. Every time we go in there, she remembers us. She seats us in the same place, knows what we want to eat, drink, and just really, really cool, really, really cool comedy bar. So, like the old school comedy bars had the low ceilings and all those. This has that old school comedy bar feeling, and you definitely want to go there. So since we're on that, I'm going to talk about a couple cruises. So obviously this is ours, and boy, I'm struggling with this tonight. Sunshine in the Naughty Moonlight Group Cruise. This is the inaugural Norfolk, Virginia sailing of the Carnival Sunshine, which will be its new home starting after February of 2025. Obviously, January 20th has come and gone, but it's a $250 per person deposit. You see the prices there for interior rooms, ocean view rooms, and balcony rooms. You can book with either myself or Mike Gormley or Chastity as well. And there are our contact informations. Boy, that came out bad. 8-day Eastern Caribbean, the ports call Amber Cove, Grand Turk, Princess Cays. So we'd love to have you guys. Talked earlier about Boom. There it is, the Facebook community going over there. And if you're planning on or thinking about going on this cruise, going over there and accept the invite and join, because we're going to start populating it with events, meetup, bar crawl in Norfolk. Just those are a few of the ideas that we've had. And then of course, we want this to be a fun adult group cruise. So, we're thinking about some events and how the bar crawl may be, and, maybe some costume contests or whatever, but we'll get an agenda out pretty soon. But we'd love to have you, and we'd love to see you.
Costume contest?
Maybe. I don't know.
In February?
I'm just spewing things right now. I'm not even, maybe it's a Cupid contest. I don't know. But, the point is we will have some stuff out there.
Yeah.
So, and also the other cruise I want to talk about is the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, 7-day cruise out of Port Canaveral, Puerto Plata, St. Thomas, Tortola, Great Stirrup Cay, and Port Canaveral on the Norwegian Joy. So why am I talking about this? So contact Ocean to Ocean if you'd like to go on this cruise, but this is the Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise in November and December of 2025. Ross is coordinating some of the bands and stuff for this, but there are some special rates for folks who contribute to Helping Hands for Cruising. Anyway, long story short, we wanted to talk to Bruce, and of course we're board members on Helping Hands for Cruising. So we want to start promoting this and trying to get folks out there on this cruise. It's going to be fantastic. All right. So there is we paid the bills. All right. Controversial's asking if we're going. I don't know just yet, Scott. We have talked about it, and we would really like to make this hey, we're board members on Helping Hands for Cruising, and this would be the cruise we go on. We just don't know yet. We got to see. And I know that the board is pushing real hard to get all members on this cruise. So hopefully it will work out to where we can. But, like always, we are committed. I don't know. we commit uncommittally to things. Maybe, I don't know, maybe.
Well, we don't. I mean, there's nothing planned right now, but.
Yeah. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, as Granny Moon used to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shane says, looks like I survived the ice plunge. That was great. Thank you for watching. I wouldn't call it great. Probably fun to watch.
Yeah.
There was shrinkage.
I did video the whole thing.
And we also, no, Shane's talking about the Helping Hands plunge.
Oh, that
you don't even know about the plunge in West Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to get that. We got to make a short or something of that and get that out.
Yeah.
It wasn't that entertaining. I mean, I didn't say a whole lot because I was pretty much all I said was, how much over? How much over?
No, I was videoing and you said, are you timing? Like, no, video. Like, 1 minute. Yeah.
So in a second, we'll go to the next thing. One thing I forgot. So to explain the title, our glamping nightmare, it ended. That was really the only thing. I mean, I'm going to tell you, like, we, not that Chastity and I are not already close or anything like that, but I can tell you, for me and her both, we were just kind of like probably the best single weekend we've ever had.
Yeah. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, we had a really, really good time. And I've been reading like a men's kind of self-help book, and one of the things it says in there, if you want to connect with your family, the best thing you can do is go and camp, because of just the things that happen, the things you had to work through, and all those kind of things. We didn't have any problems, but like, we looked at each other and it was like, we did things on this trip that we hate doing at home, but we gladly did there.
Yeah.
Washing dishes was
our
fun.
little, because we had the little kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
There was no running water there, but we could go to the shared kitchen just right up at the bathhouse, and we would take all of our dishes up there and just wash them together. And it's like, this is fun. And we hate washing dishes here, but
who loves it? Does anybody love washing the dishes?
I don't know. We just need to pretend. Let's pretend. Let's go to the bathhouse, wash our dishes every night.
Welcome in, Sherry from Destination Fun. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Kurt is asking, did we drink any mountain water, or did we find any? We didn't. We did drink 3 bottles of wine.
3 half-gallon bottles.
Yep. But no, we didn't find any mountain water. I did sit in some mountain water.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So this weekend's adventure challenge. So, we keep pushing this, and, we don't, if you know us, we're honest with our reviews, and we're honest with what we think about things. We made a commitment going into this year that we were going to be us, and it is what it is. Right. So with that in mind, when Chastity bought this adventure challenge book, it's, I would say I was a little apprehensive and anxious, because you don't know what you're doing. You scratch these things off.
You scratch it off. It says you have to do it no matter what it is. Once you scratch it, you have to do it. So it's every week we're kind of like, oh my gosh, what are we going to have to do? The
thrift store date was, I thought, going to be a nightmare, but
it wasn't.
It was fun.
It was
a lot of fun. I think I enjoyed it more than you.
You did. I was so ready to get that. Like, I felt like I was on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, that dress was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
She thought I was going to have to cut it off of her,
because there was 85 buttons.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a girdle style, like,
I went upstairs, like, I couldn't wait to get it off. So I run upstairs to take the thing off, and like, I can't even take it off. I wanted to just like rip it, but I couldn't even do that. So I still have to wait.
Well, what do we got? What do we got going on this week?
So we're a week behind on our little challenge book, but last week, we still have to do. I don't know the name of that one, but we have to go to a bookstore, find a cookbook, then go up to a stranger, have them flip through and pick us out a meal to cook, and then come back, or go buy the stuff and come back home and cook it together.
Yeah.
So that's what we have. We'll do that probably Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, and I went ahead and scratched off our other one today
you
too.
Just can't wait.
I can't. I want to know. But then,
so you're not supposed to plan, but she wants to plan.
No.
Not that far ahead.
You're not supposed to plan. You're supposed to scratch it
like
off
and
just.
Kid waiting for Santa Claus.
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
I think it's more making sure that it's not going to be something that she thinks is going to embarrass her. Than
it can't. It's not going to get worse than wearing that dress to the movies. It won't.
No.
There's no way.
It was pretty much an empty mall. There wasn't that many people there.
We had to walk. It was a 2-story mall. We had to walk from one end all the way to the other, go down, walk back. It was not empty.
Didn't know how good I parked. I parked in a great spot.
Yeah, you did. You parked in the worst spot, right in the front entrance. It was awful, but it was fun. I'm glad it's over. And I'll do it again.
So, family news. What's going on? What's going on with the family?
So, Dylan.
Dylan tore his labrum playing ultimate frisbee.
I thought you were looking like something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so like, what was it? A month ago? Dylan, during PT, playing dodgeball.
Ultimate Well, maybe it was dodgeball. I thought it was ultimate frisbee, but
I
maybe
don't
it was
know.
dodgeball.
Playing something at PT.
Yeah.
And his arm popped out of place. So they popped it back in place. He stood up. It popped right back out. He stood up. They called 911. They took him in, and they've been doing all these tests. Well, anyway, he has to have surgery March 6th on that.
And we're going to be out of the area.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We won't even be here.
Dustin finally graduated, and he is down in Cherry Point, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And
3 hours and 20 minutes.
I guess he just missed Riley Moon because he didn't miss us that much.
Why?
Because he could have came and seen us.
She went to see him.
We'll see him this weekend.
See us. Yeah.
No, I mean it's so we were out and then came back.
Yeah.
And it was he didn't know really what he could and couldn't do this weekend because he just got there Friday. So
yeah.
Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. We're excited for him to be there. And now he can start the countdown to being a real boy Pinocchio and going out and being a real Marine. I mean, he is a real Marine, but you know what I mean? Like you get into the fleet and actually having that daily Marine Corps job. And
he'll be there until April 26th. And then he's going wherever. We don't know. Which
is awesome because he's going to be close by here for his birthday. So
yeah,
we can throw him a birthday shindig. And once he finally gets to have an overnight liberty, we want to do something for him here anyway, outside of his birthday.
Yeah.
Happy to have him close by. It's the closest he's been since he's left. So really, really happy for him to be this close. One other thing before the end here, on March 1st, I know that's still a little ways out, peer-to-peer travel chats, we will be back up. And I think we're going live at 8:30 on that day on March 1st, but we will have Sean and Alana from Helping Hands for Cruising. So make sure you tune in there. We're wanting to try and expand the aperture for where Helping Hands for Cruising can go. And hopefully through Spotify, we'll contact or reach out to some new channels and through the folks that Naughty has, his community, expanding there as well. So again, we talk a lot about Helping Hands for Cruising, and we really, really love the organization. Obviously, we work in it because we believe in it, and it is important. And just continuing to take steps to become, larger and I don't want to say more legitimate. It's not the right word, but more of a recognized, I guess, organization. So it needs to be more recognized because it's important. I realized just I've said this before. Leaving the holler down in Georgia and joining the military and just seeing the world for the first time, it completely opens up your eyes. Now imagine someone who rarely gets to leave their county, their state, whatever the case may be, and get to see the ocean and small parts of the world. Just an amazing opportunity, and it's something that needs to keep moving forward and going. All right, so next week we have big news.
We can't talk about it.
We can't talk about it, but next week we have big news.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to tune in.
Yeah.
You're going to want to tune in and find out about the big news. Other things we're working on. So we're right now we're working on a swamp tour. So we went on an airboat ride when we were down in New Orleans, and also we're working on our last date to get that short posted up. We're always posting shorts, 4 or 5 shorts a week. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're silly, sometimes they flop, but we throw them out there just to keep some content out for you guys to check out. Don't forget about us over on Instagram. We post almost daily, some things here or there. What else?
I don't know. You ran out of everything.
I know, I
so
talked way too fast.
Yeah.
He's a fast talker. He's a smooth talker. You know what we can do? I don't know what am I singing?
I have no idea. It's probably one of those. Oh, you could show your Elvis video.
Oh gosh. what I want to do right quick here is I want to end the poll.
Oh.
So 32% of you folks, 31% of you folks have glamped before. 68% have not glamped. So it's not just us. There's been a few others that have glamped as well. Let's see here. Let me see what I can share since we got a few more minutes here. Let's share the screen. Ellie, you are breathing heavily into that microphone, babe.
She's making sure that everybody sees her.
So here's this one that I've got fired up. This is the chicken pot pie that we made. Got to go back and hit play. Maybe. Come on. Come on.
Well, I want to play.
I don't know. There we go. It's probably not. Yeah, that's sharing it. There we go. So check out that chicken pot pie, baby. That was good stuff right there, buddy. I mean, it turned out 100% better than I thought it was going to turn out. Not that I thought it was going to be bad or anything, but man, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah.
All cooked over the fire. So let's remove that. What was the other thing you said?
Your Elvis dancing.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I can get to it.
I hope you can.
Yeah. Oh, where is Elvis? Oh, Elvis is not queued up. We will get to it though. Chastity will. If you go over to Chastity's, well, I'm not. There is video of it if you are Facebook friends with Chastity. You can go over there and check that out.
Yeah.
Look at us, we big. But hey, guys, I really, really appreciate you guys coming in here. We both do another fun, amazing night. If you haven't ever glamped before and you're interested, 4 Phillies Lodge, fantastic place. We've just been like perusing around on Airbnb, and we're looking at Airbnbs in London, and then we're going to Panama City here soon to watch Landon play ball. And
yeah, we're looking at different things. Like, we're not going to go glamping every time, but we do want to do something different, like the Hobbit house.
Yeah, Hobbit houses, and
tree houses, or just something different. I don't want to just go stay in a normal house. So yeah.
But as always, on a Tuesday night, we've got Coach Cruz coming on after us. Please go over there, give them a good hashtag Moonlight Mafia raid. Let them know that we sent them over there, or that we sent you over there. After that, make sure you stay on for Bruce with Ocean to Ocean, because Tuesday night is the best night in YouTube lives, because we're on. We're the opening act, baby. Opening act.
We're the openers.
We're the openers. We're the openers. So make sure you go over there and check them out. We appreciate each and every one of y'all coming out here. Go out, put some positivity in the world. It takes just as many calories to go out and be good and happy and fun and loving and all of those good things as it does to be a butthole. So put that positive energy out there. Bless up, bless out. Positive vibes and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those good things.
Positive
vibes. Marjorie Ambrose, welcome in. Welcome in. She says we should open up our own restaurant. Too much overhead. Too much stress.
You've talked about it, but
it would be fun, but no, yeah. We would stress way too much.
Now we could do like the van, whatever, like the truck.
Yeah, that you could do that, but still.
Traveling truck.
How many more things do we want to do?
I know.
We're doing too much already. Burning the candle at both ends. But hey, we appreciate each and every one of you guys again. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Look for new content coming out. We should have this Gator content coming out soon, as well as our last adventure Adventure Challenge Couples Edition.
Definitely don't miss that.
Yeah, definitely don't miss that. Join the Facebook group for Sunshine in the Naughty Moonlight. And also, if you want a copy of your book, click the link in the description. We are the Moonlight Adventures, and we are